Hey, Mark Pachetti here with Ella Edwards, and we're talking today UGC. Ella, what's going on with UGC right now?
I mean, UGC is taking over. Even within the last quarter, I work in television commercials as well, and television spending is way down. Meanwhile, brands are spending more on UGC. They're hiring individual creators and actors to make their own content to connect with audiences in a completely different way than we have before. But what that also means is a ton of brands and a ton of businesses are not treating UGC like marketing at all. They're just throwing spaghetti at the wall and not even marketing spaghetti. They're just making videos because in a lot of ways, it's still the Wild West in UGC. And a lot of people don't really know what to make of this new form of advertising yet.
UGC, when it is done right, is able to meet market sophistication in any market at a level that straight up copy shoved down people's throats simply can't and never will. This isn't new. We talked about before press and record in 2011. Google introduced ZMOT, the zero moment of truth. And it's an interesting read. It's a little time capsule, even though it's not that long ago in terms of digital marketing. It's a lifetime. And what it talks about is people don't buy from company marketing. They buy from success stories, people who have successfully used that product or service. This is not new information. We know this, but there's a right and wrong way to do it. Now, you can have a combination of these two things or one or the other. You can have success stories, or you can get scripted but authentic copy done off of Backstage. Now, I've helped multiple companies put together infomercials, different hybrid style VSLs that feature real people telling their real stories about the problem that you can help me, the prospect, solve. And they do incredible. But there's a right and wrong way to do that. We have to interview them. We have to get their stories. The actors, actresses, the people playing the roles from Backstage aren't telling made up stories. They're telling their true story so that we can help more people raise their hands. That's what makes them successful as ads and in VSLs. So what we're doing here is helping you put together UGC-based VSLs and funnels in a way that's going to meet your market at the peak of its awareness and sophistication.
Forget AI. People aren't Googling questions anymore. They're TikToking questions. They're looking up what they want to know on TikTok. And so the more that people are on those screens and looking at TikTok and they're growing up in that world, the more advertising looks native with UGC showing up, the easier that sell becomes, and the more bizarre and like disconnected regular VSLs, old style sales pages are starting to look. The true story is always better than a fake story. The stories I see on TikTok below the stories I see in VSL openings out of the water 3 times a day.
What was that video that we talked about from TikTok?
Oh yeah, you showed me that the P90X video that was doing some really interesting stuff.
So Tony Horton from Beachbody P90X fame went through a disease, lost all his muscle mass, and discovered a rare nutrient that, gets to the core of what the problem in his body was. And that's mechanism. So that video with Tony Horton, it opens with UGC, like a review, like, oh my God, you wouldn't believe what this guy did. And it has this unique way of working. Mechanism, introducing the hero's journey. So the VSL has 3 aspects: USG, hero's journey, and mechanism. And mechanism is the foundation for the entire conversation, both UG and hero story. So our offer, let's get together. Let's talk about your business. Let's see what's working. If you have success stories, let's interview them. Let's get their stories. Let's write copy around it. Let's get to the core of your mechanism how and why your offer works so people, prospects can suspend their disbelief. And then the UGC, the real people having authentic conversations with the people watching so they can raise their hands.
One thing.
Go for it.
All I'll say is that this is a crucial point in our industry and sales in general. And it's not because of AI. It's because of what we've been talking about in this video. Everyone who's trying to build a brand, trying to build an offer, even trying to build an exit, the difference is going to be how fast you uptake on this new trend.
But there is always going to be real people that need to hear and connect with real people to become your loyal buyers. And that's what we're going to put together. Thanks so much for watching. If it sounds good, hit us up. We have limited spots. Cheers.